Whoops, opened the wrong one. Hi. Hello everyone. Happy Friday evening here in Pacific Daylight Time. I believe it's already the weekend in elsewhere in the world. But hello everyone. Hello Sunflowers, Monday, Soth, Sapphire, Jester, Baby Girl, Shu, Halcyon, Sapphire, Marceline. Again, sorry if I'm saying multiple names, one name multiple times. Timothy, Mazuro, Cabrilla. Hello everyone. What is happening? Today's a good day to make a... Oh, it is Friday the 13th. It is. Oh no, and I intend to Zhongli pull today. How's everyone doing this evening? 9:36 p.m. where you're at. Friday at 2 a.m. Any creepypasta? Oh, I should prepare a Friday the 13th creepypasta. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can make. You guys ever seen that trend? Let me turn the music down just a little bit. You guys ever seen that trend of the two sentence horror story? Like for example, I thought I was alone in the house. That's when I saw the eyes through the window. Two sentence horror story. Let's see if I can come up with one. Cabbage. I was gonna try to make a pulling a Chi-Chi joke. Who was the character that you guys that you've ever lost a 50-50 to that was like truly like this is the worst possible like the worst possible character I could have lost my 50-50 to? Because we once lost oh really, D-Luke? Chi-Chi for 1.0 Venti banner. Oh, that's rough. For first Archon. Lost on Zhongli to Chi-Chi? Well, there was this zombie girl. Does she just have she has to have, like, the meme is so strong, she has to have an increased 5-star drop rate. Like, it is ridiculous how prevalent this meme is. And how many people actually get Chi-Chi'd. I lost my, we lost our Shogun 50-50 initially to Jean, I believe, which I was fine getting a Jean constellation because I got her for free initially. Wow, this music seems loud. I got her for free initially, but honestly, I feel I've been experimenting around with Tighnari. I do like his insta-charge shot after you throw out his skill. I know that probably is useful, and I know that I probably would like that properly built. I feel like losing Zhongli to Tighnari, I feel like that was about as low as as I've personally gotten. I mean, we lost Yelan to Mona, and I don't ever use Mona, but let's go ahead and get in since the music ended. Music back. Turn the music back up. Zhongli Tighnari teams are super good. Okay. I kind of like to imagine that this is like a high chair. Hi Jelly, I'm doing pretty good. Hello Atreus, thank you for the first time chat. Welcome. Let's pull. P stands for pull. We lost our Tighnari 50-50. We lost our Zhongli 50-50 to an absolute unit. We lost our Zhongli 50-50 pull when I was on top of Guyan Stone Force, so I'm not going there again. I think I am gonna go back to his old honk, his old haunt, his old honk. And the radish will sit here while we pull. Also, I'll start off with 2 standards. Also, I realized we're at like 60 plus pity on standard banner. I didn't realize it had been that long since we got a 5-star. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Yeah. Redonk. Honk. So let's pull in standard. It's getting time for us to, it's getting time to, yeah, to soft pity. That's what I was trying to say. We're due. Wow, a blood-tainted greatsword. All right. Jong Dong. We're at 18 pity. We're already back at 18 pity. On Zhongli banner. What joke was I trying to make about his name? All right, boop. The coloration of the blue falling star has tinges, slight tinges of both, what is it, purple and gold around the edges. And so it like flashes you a little bit where it's like, oh, just teases you a little bit. Again. Damn it. Boop. Ho there. Let me tell you how it is. Rex Lapis mustered his adepti. Looks so smooth that's getting a 5-star. Maybe. Okay, we're meeting Dehya at the caravan. I wanted to update you on some build stuff. I was advised at some point to like, what was it? Not keep building off stream, but in some regard to like, there's so much advice and information that's gonna get confusing. But I still am gonna like do build updates, farming off stream, yeah. But I still am gonna do, like build updates and stuff, knowing there's gonna be a lot of conflicting advice. Not even conflicting advice, just but just there's a lot of people giving advice. The benefit is that a lot of it is there's a ton of consensus as far as builds and that kind of stuff goes. So as far as artifacts goes, Bennett is the one that I'm a little bit, I feel like I don't know how to build him because the primary thing that I want him for is his attack bonus, but his attack bonus scales off of base attack, so it's not affected by artifacts. So then what do I build? Do I build towards just the raw burst damage of his burst, so that when I activate his burst, because it seems like Noblesse would be a good one for that, because it's burst damage and the 4-piece set using an elemental burst increases all party members' attack by 20%, which would also like help with his buff. It seems like that would help more than the emblem, because that's just increasing the burst damage. All that's increasing is the damage of him throwing down the field. Noblesse is his classical. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense then. So then I'll build him with a 4-piece Noblesse, which I probably have enough of right now. Yenfei, I'm gonna build her as an on-field DPS, so I'm gonna give her a 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames. Her holding tank right now is Charlotte. And I don't have really any Crimson Witches of Flames, but at the very least, I have it sorted. Like I have, because I really like how when you sort, it stays the last thing that you sorted in this character. So Crimson Witch of Flames, and then main stats on attack percentage for Sands, pyro damage, goblet, and crit rate circlet. Seems like a pretty good place to start when I do start farming Crimson Witch of Flames. Shinobu. I have a I know that the Gilded Dreams was a more efficient way because I could farm for Gilded Dreams and Deepwood Memories at the same time. By the time I heard that, I believe it was Citran on YouTube, who's been very helpful build wise and that kind of stuff. I'd already had quite a few Deepwood Memories to the point where I had all 5-star artifacts with EM, and crit rate as the main stats on the 3 variable ones. And so I felt okay about like, okay, I feel pretty good about that. I went through to make sure that like the substats, that like I wasn't, there wasn't defense percent, flat defense, and crit damage. Like there was substats that made sense on there before I like put them in and started upgrading them. But I already had quite a few Deepwood Memories, so I was okay. Not even really farming the Flower of Paradise Lost domain because within not that many, I got some pretty good ones for her as well. EM, and EM. So that, as a Hyper Bloom trigger, that's all I want. The only thing is that these last 2 EMs, so her Goblet and her Circlet, are only 4 stars, and I'd love to get some 5-star EM flowers for her. Even though this last one is an off piece, I just don't have a 5-star off piece that has an EM main stat. I'll just keep it out there. Yeah, and keep farming for Tainari and Dendro Traveler. And who else? Yao Yao. Eventually, I will build Yao Yao. I have a lot like on the back burner where, like I've said it before, I'm gonna be playing this game for years. This is a 4-year-old game. I'm freshly new to it. You guys are still like playing it, and there's new content coming out and stuff. So I'm gonna be playing this for a while. So Yao Yao is an eventual build, and yeah, I'll definitely want a Deepwood Memories for Dendro characters that I'm looking at building in the future. Yelen's holding tank is still Amber. I have a 4-piece set of emblem on her, and that is HP, and crit rate. And those are all 5 stars. Once those are all leveled up, dude, we are going to have quite the Yelen. Gonna be quite the spectacle when we get all those upgraded. I asked for some advice on Beto as well, about making her, even though like knowing that this is not the point of her kit. The point of Beto's kit is to be off-field Electro. And someone, I can't remember who this one was on YouTube, said that she and Sucrose actually work. Sucrose, Beto, Fischl, and Xingqiu work well in a taser team, with Sucrose being the driver. But like, Beto's kit is mostly for her off-field Electro. However, I want to build her as an on-field DPS. So I asked for some advice about like if I'm building Beto as an on-field DPS, what are the build recommendations for that? For like odd builds, similar to like DPS Barbara, which is a thing, what if you want to build DPS Barbara? What's the best artifacts and weapons for that? And it almost seems like Thundering Fury and Gladiator's Finale is a fine place to start. But that realistically, it's going to be another Emblem of Severed Fate 4-pack where I'm probably going to just want like attack Sands, electro damage Goblet, and crit rate Circlet, which is kind of that's a very copy paste, very vanilla, like everyone does it build, but it's because it works. That's what I have on Shogun, and Shogun is a powerhouse, even though her Circlet is still just a 4-star. Shogun's a powerhouse. The only thing about her is that she's a bit squishy. But when you activate her, her burst, she has that interruption resistance, which helps. And I feel like maybe it's just because I'm always using her with Bennett, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe she has a little bit of a damage resistance as well. I don't know. I just feel like whenever I'm in her burst, feel like I take less damage. But maybe that's me convincing myself because I'm probably just standing in Bennett's field. Physical electro artifacts. Yeah, and for a DPS Beto, the prototype archaic I feel like is a pretty good one as well. 25.6 attack, substat, and this is maxed out. This is 90, and then 565 base attack on it. I feel like that's fine. Rain Slasher for putting her on like an Abyss build where she serves her real purpose, her kit purpose as an off-field DPS. I feel like Rain Slasher is going to be a pretty good one for her because it's a substat of EM. So that might be one that I eventually put some crystals into. Who else? Yen Face holding tank is Barbara. Bennett is kind of his own holding tank because it's just I just know that he's now I know that he's a 4-piece noblesse, not Severed Fate. Rain Slasher is pretty competent. Okay, cool. Beto too pretty to be left off field. I agree. Same with anyways. Kaya. Also, when I put Kaya in a team, it will probably be for him to be a on-field DPS, and I'll pair him with with an off-field freeze team. So I'll pair him with Xingqiu, Yelan, someone else, so that he will be the on-field. So Gladiator's Finale for the time being is pretty okay. Is Blizzard Strayer worth it? Because the only thing in that domain is Blizzard Strayer and Heart of Depths, right? And you guys said that Heart of Depths is really outdated at this point. Yeah, Blizzard Strayer and Heart of Depth. That Heart of Depth is just outdated, that there's better ones that do the same thing. Or that they're in domains that are more resin efficient. Blizzard Australia. What? I can do Scambox for, yeah. Not many people use Kaya. Really? He's such a good, you know, I say that, but it's because it's because he's my only built cryo character. But I do feel like he is genuinely good. His skill cooldown, the duration of his burst, I like him. Also, I have him C1 somehow. I don't remember how we got a constellation on Kaya, because people said that's kind of rare to get a Kaya constellation. Oh, crit rate of normal and charged attacks against opponents afflicted by cryo is increased by 15%. Xiangling is her own holding tank, 4-piece set, actually 5-piece set technically, of Severed Fate. I just need to get some ones that make a little bit more sense. I would love to have a pyro damage goblet and a crit rate circlet. For Sans, what would I want for Sans? Would I want attack? Would I want ER? Because she requires a lot of ER to get her Pyro NATO up, but she'll always be rocking either the Favonius Lance, the Star Glitter, or the Catch, if we ever get the Catch. C6 and triple ground Kaya, dang. Oh, Starter Mondstadt Squad, very rare because they're never featured in banners. Huh. I wonder if that's because they're guaranteed characters, because that might literally just be literally just be part of Hoyo's business model, where guaranteed characters, you don't want people to overpower them. You want to convince them to pay for Mona or Shogun. Or, that might literally just be a business model, unfortunately. But EM Sands, I could see that. I just feel like I'm, for the longest time, I was really obsessed about stacking her with a ton of ER. But with her having an ER weapon, I feel like that's not as big of a deal. Attack stand as long as she's got 180 to 200 ER. Okay. Because what does her Pyronator cost? Oh, it's an 80 cost. So it's up there with Shogun's. Oh, Shogun's is 90. Shogun's is 90. It's just she has so much ER that she gets it back. I can reliably burst off cooldown with Shogun 215, which isn't even crazy high. I feel like. Yeah, only way to go OG Conjure by chance on Standard Banner or buying in Paimon shop, and it's only twice a year. Yeah, because right now Barb and Kaya. Wait, is Barb and Kaya? Who is the Barb and Kaya? Sorry, just a little bit of like housekeeping, like asking for advice on builds and stuff like that, and also because now that I feel more confident about talking about builds, because I feel like I know more, like I feel like I understand what I'm talking about more. Like for the longest time, I didn't understand ER properly. I feel more confident talking about this and asking for advice because I actually have more information and stuff. Holy C6 Barbara, jeez. Ouch. C4 Amber bought 2 from the shop. I will eventually build a DPS Amber. I'm not playing. I will eventually do that. Barb, also, I would love to build her as a dedicated healer to have in a party. Ocean Hued Clam, excuse me, when I was scrolling through the, the build guide, a 4-piece set, when the character equipping this artifact set heals a character in the party, a sea-dyed foam will appear for 3 seconds, accumulating the amount of HP recovered from healing. At the end of the duration, sea-dyed foam will explode, dealing damage to nearby opponents based on 90% of the accumulated healing. And it's a very, very interesting set. I haven't discovered it yet, obviously, but it's a healing bonus thing, which would mean that I could just stack HP on her as well. Yuri Zathar, thanks for the first time chat. ER is funny. If you don't use this burst, its most important stat until it's not, because you have enough and it becomes worthless. Yeah. I had that set on Coco Fish and Chi-Chi. Oh, Chi-Chi's a healer? Why did I not know that? She's a pharmacist. Why did I not know that? I'm still banking on us. There's plenty of time left. Assuming we can pull Zhongli, I am not building Noelle or Toma, but if we can't pull Zhongli, then I will build Toma or Noelle as my dedicated shielder. It would suck to like not get Zhongli, to like not get enough primos in time to get, but like there's quite a bit of time left still. So Fishhole as well. I have her on. Oh, Golden Troop. This is another one that I really want to get this set for Fishhole, because the 2-piece set is increased skill damage, but the 4-piece set is increased elemental skill damage by 25%. Additionally, when not on field, which is the whole point of using Fishhole, is for off-field electro, elemental skill damage will be further increased by 25%, which is super interesting. So that is like a tailor-made one for someone like Fishhole. Hence why it has a thumbs up. Who else? I don't think. Oh, Sucrose. Sucrose, I think. Am I building her with VV? Yeah. Sucrose, I would love to get a 4 set of VV and then just stack EM, and Animo damage on her. Using her in that taser team. What do you regret? Wait, hang on. What was the? I'm trying to keep up with the. I regret. That's illegal. Diona can shield pretty good. Yeah, because I really I am putting some characters that I was going to build on hold in favor of Sucrose. Like even Hazo and Sethos, I'm putting on hold to like, I'll build Sucrose in the much more near future than I will them. Don't know, can't tell you why I wanted Sucrose so much. And I think that's it. Lisa is the Beto holding tank right now. So she's got, I'm stacking Emblems of Severed Fates on her, and then attack, electro damage, and crit rate. So this will eventually be the Beto set that I'll swap over to Beto. For right now, 13 Fury and Gladiator's Finale, that's gonna be fine for it. Miyabi21, thank you for the first time chat. Welcome. And thank you for the support on the YouTube bot as well. Welcome aboard. Okay, I think that's enough. That was a half hour of me just yapping your ears off about builds and stuff. But now that I'm understanding it more, I'm honestly enjoying the min-maxing. I didn't think I would, because the most frustrated I got about this game, like maybe a dozen episodes or so ago, when I was like getting legitimately pissed off about stuff. The most frustrated I got about this game was when I was being the most, when I was thinking about meta the most. But now that I understand it, I feel like it's more thrilling. I don't know how to describe it. I was never someone who like min-maxing in like the Norse God of War games was always a means to an end. I don't know why it just feels like so much more of an important like core part of my playthrough that I'm like genuinely enjoying in this game. And maybe part of it is because there's so many different ways to build a character. Like there's more than one way to clean a bathroom sink. Oh my gosh, this is a particle. I hate the particle challenges. I probably missed the first one. That's usually what happens as well. Oh, no, there's a... Oh, that was an easy one. That was one you should have done on your way to Aru Village.
To draw your target out of hiding.
Team building. Team building. Team building exercise. Whoa, what the... What the... Where what the... We just... That's not what birds do. Bird jump scare. He just landed and just stood there. I fought these guys so many times. I don't know why I'm walking to the caravan, because... How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Wind strike.
Committed to memory.
Committed to memory. Birds suddenly appear every time you are near. That's a rhyme. You guys weren't in my way, but guess I'm feeling a little bloodthirsty. Ow! What the? Oh, because I just used it. That's why it's not working. Hey! Hands off the cabbage!
The wrong test subject.
Oh, that's everyone? I thought there was some. I thought there was still one more back here. What was that noise? That sounded like a music box. That was the scariest thing I've ever heard in this game. What is that? Wait, hold on. It only makes it when I move. Oh, is it Nahida? Oh. I've been reading too many creepypastas lately, apparently. Lol. She's musical. Nita's lullaby. Wow, bros! Hey!
Into the wind.
What was that? Inactivated fungal nucleus? Neculus? Yeah, jeez, that was giving me Little Nine vibes. Why can't all the ghosts be as chill as Dusky Ming? Quite the storm today.
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid.
It gives me vibes of like, this can't be stone, right? Is this wood? Because it was created by the previous Dendro Archon. Because it seems like a big earthen wall seems like something that the Geo Archon would be capable of creating.
Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms?
I mean, can a wall really block sandstorms? It's a wall, Dehya.
It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us.
Commoners.
Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them,
Oh,
us
desert
are
dwellers.
nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate, even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Have you tried? I understand how she feels.
Hey, Dehya. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
I mean, if she wants to take the war to the academia, I don't think that she'd be alone.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Pokemon. Shh. subtle Paimon again.
Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
The twin cape, the split cape, kind of makes her look like a little bit like an airplane when she's walking, but that's okay. kind of is giving me F-15 vibes, but that's all right. I'll forgive it. I'll forgive it because it's Dehya. Monday.
Time to go.
I see everything.
What a pity.
Pity.
If only I knew her name.
Her name is. I can't think of a good joke for that. I know the objective is up there. I want to wander around here for a sec. Oh, already 360 no scope with this chick before.
Being deployed to Caravan Rebot
Yeah.
is not bad. At least I won't have to deal with those obscure jokes anymore.
Yeah, I remember that. She doesn't like our jokes.
That person I saw just now is probably a good fighter.
Probably.
I want to go shopping in the city. It's gotta be more fun than here.
You don't know that. Grass is always greener. Grass is always greener. Hey, Adventurers Guild.
I would see a dragon with my own eyes.
Well, let me just call up Viern T. Oh, it's that guy again. Okay.
If only I knew her name.
Travelers and visitors!
I wish someone would play a game of Genius Invocation TCG with me.
Why do they feel the need to say the entire name of the card game every time they talk about it?
They all say Kasharwar gets the smallest budget, but I don't think Spontamod's treated any better.
Little mind reading radish.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean you don't see anyone you know?
Dehya, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
The Dragon Slayer himself. Actually, I didn't slay him, I tamed him. The Dragon Tamer, Osile Slayer, Archon Dater himself. It is me, Ether. Nice to meet you.
Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dehya's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dehya, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Edgar, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
Everyone's drinking.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Spice trading, quote unquote.
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Alright, that was easy.
Welcome, weary travelers.
Welcome, weary travelers. Oh, I can't stand on your... I can't stand on... This game is literally unplayable! Where are we going? Over here. Oh, wait, up there. Oh, clear up there. Wait, I want to read her mind first.
I see everything.
Oh, I can't. Never mind. Oh my gosh. Fine, I'll be normal. Didn't we just come this way? Why are we going back out there? I really don't recommend going there. Meh. The music in Samaria was amazing. This is already such an S tier region, and we've experienced so little of it. Oh, it's getting dark.
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
Oh, I thought there was like a big shadow crossing over the sun or something.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on, a wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
I thought you were drinking buddies.
It's an ambush!
Oh no!
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dehya. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru Village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there.
I didn't even recognize that those were the same person or something.
Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. Paimon knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you?
No, we
Who
didn't.
do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
Kinda.
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dehya, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Engar, you're here too, huh?
It's just a whole cast of bros.
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of King Deshret despise the most.
Dehya, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora.
I mean...
Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking! Get him!
Get him! Koba, get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Let's.
Following orders.
New punching bag.
A new punting bag. There's one I missed. I missed him.
As one with wind and cloud!
Here, take some of that. I'm so glad that Shinobu's burst is actually halfway useful now.
Impossible! How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop.
They know her, right? Like, they know that not only is she a vision holder, but she's, like, crazy strong. And, like, why would they think that they could... And some traveler, they don't have any idea. They don't know if he's, like, a helpless researcher or if he's the literal... They're just stupid.
I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action.
I have her hair wiggling when she shakes her head.
Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together,
Monsters.
you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others.
She's clever. Very clever.
That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Pathetic.
Okay, that should be all of them.
Dang, all right.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, We have to be patient and give it some time.
And catch some more koi. So those names you mentioned.
Oh, you mean the funny names she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how King Deshret is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down.
So who's the ducktail bearded crook?
That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Interesting.
Wow, what a genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for you.
I think that goes above and beyond just being a mercenary, though. Like, she's a lot more clever than she lets on.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Does that bother you?
I don't think you're that kind of person. I think that's normally how you conduct business, but I don't think that's who you like. She, I feel like she's actually even just in Act 1, when we first met her, which wasn't Act 1, but like when we first met her, she gave those glimpses of like closet wholesome.
What makes you so sure?
Because even without an employer, you're still helping us. Oh.
Dehya, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people unless they were truly compassionate.
I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in King Deshret, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the academia's trickery.
But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dehya.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village.
Throw him on a cart. Dump him at the city gates.
This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
The adult.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
It's usually what I do.
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Sounds good.
As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
I am so... Ooh, eavesdrop. I am so excited that Dehya is not just like... That she's such a major part of this quest line. I'm so excited that she's not like a minor character, you know? Like a Shinobu or something. Shinobu has very, very little to do with the main quest lines. I mean, actually, if we take the Lone Wolf. Actually, if we take the chasm quest into consideration, like Shinobu does actually have a lot in the Chasm quest. It's mostly Yelan and Yenfei. But I'm just excited that she's not like a one-off. Like, who am I thinking of that like had very little to do? Even Barbara, really. We had very little Barbara time in the Mondstadt Archon quest line, and I'm glad that she's not that. It's kind of a side party with Ito, yeah.
You heard the question. Now answer me.
Okay. You just hear glass breaking, bones shattering.
Candace is an expert at dealing with people like this. All we have to do is wait for her word.
Candace is an expert with dealing with people like this. It's just the sounds of violence erupting from the other side of the door. The numbers make all the characters in this. It's again, it's something that I feel vindicated about mentioning in the mid-game review. Even like, not that they're side characters, but like even the small characters have such fleshed out personalities and like, okay, they're very oh son of a. They're very developed, even minor characters. No, don't do that. Like even Diona is very developed for like considering how small of a role she plays, and pretty much all of her stuff is pretty much optional, right? Oh no! Oh no! I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. I'm teleporting away. Nope. Gonna cheese it. I didn't realize I was out of stamina. You think she saw that from the distance? She Dehya looking from over here is just like, what is wrong with this guy? Save the yellow. Okay, let's try that again. No one saw that. Oh, also, don't know if you noticed something. I got max reputation in Liyue. I didn't know that I was that close to it, honestly.
Follow the wind.
I just did the I didn't even do the oh my gosh. I'm always way closer to that than I think I am. I didn't even do the reputation things of like fight the ruin hunter and that kind of stuff. Okay, low on stamina.
I follow the wind.
I follow the wind.
A fateful offering.
First try. It's already been an hour. Yeah, I mean I yapped for a good 30 minutes at the start of this. Yep. Ooh, yapping Connery. Ooh, there's an air current right there. When she said explore the village, I might actually just like take this time to do a little bit of exploring. Have I already been up here? Ooh, chest. We can get a chest. I did not get the Xbox wings. Wouldn't that be an Xbox exclusive thing? I don't know why I sounded drunk when I said exclusive. Wouldn't that be an Xbox exclusive thing? Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating. Oh, bonk. Oh, I kind of didn't think I was going to be able to hop up here. And by might, I mean it will. And by a little, I mean a lot. And by hurt, I mean agonizingly. Other platforms forgives others. Oh my gosh. Calm yourself, Connery. Other platform players will get them in the next oh. There is not already a beer can under... I was about to say I don't have any beer in the house, but I do have a Guinness downstairs. I should go get that. Let's see. We're waiting. Okay, I'm up here. There's an Oculus up here. I don't know how to get on top of this, though. Because it's on top of, like, that. Or, like, it's in that direction. Link your account on Game Pass. Oh, interesting. But everyone will get it anyway next pass. Okay, interesting. There's an air current, but that only leads right up here, which is what we just took. It's kind of sloped here. You could almost Kazu hop your way up. Please tell me I'm not the first person to say that. Please tell me I'm not the first person who's dumb enough to say Kazu hop. Because I know the term kayak, like using kaya to ice bridge. Sadly, you need a brain in the desert. Ooh, I can,
Wind Strider.
Crystal Fly. I've been tearing through, as I continue my artifact farming, I've been tearing through Crystal Flies and haven't gone re-farming for, oh, you've never heard of, oh, I invented it. I'm claiming it now. I probably didn't, but if I say that I claimed it, then I claimed it. That's how it works in America. Wait, how did I get up here? I was kind of just dicking around and I ended up actually surmounting this obstacle. This obstacle. Okay, so it's not directly on top then, unless it's in the sky. It is not in the sky. So it's directly underneath me, which means it must be underneath a ledge? Question mark? Who's my best built characters? It's in the house on the, oh. Well, oh my gosh, that looks pretty. Oh. Well, well, I didn't know that. Let me go over here. There's some bros to murder. Best built characters is probably realistically Shogun, Kazuha, and maybe even Jean. But like not, because she's not topped off. But Shogun, other than her level 4 circlet, everything is 5-star, topped off, level 20. Excuse me. Her star glitter, which isn't the ideal weapon for her, but at least her weapon is also level 90. And as far as like stats go, 3461 isn't awesome. I'd like those numbers to be, like you would like those numbers to be double. But as far as the ratio, not a bad ratio. 215 ER and then 46 electro damage. She's pretty decently built considering how early I am into this game. New Latin father. Father. Oh, right. Soft ADD strikes again. Oh, right. I was... Oh my gosh, he's still falling! We're still falling!
That's close enough.
No. I feel like DPS Nahida would also be a really fun, oops, oh, too far away. Would also be a really fun build. Kind of a nonsensical build, like DPS Barbara. Oh, that was just a Dendro core. DPS Nahida is meta? Oh. Okay. The way I've been using Nahida in the Hyperbloom team is like when I'm actually thinking about it, I'll target everyone, I'll throw out Yelen's Burst, I'll throw out Shinobu's skill, and then I'll switch back to Nahida, because what I'm assuming I'm doing, which may not even be correct, is when I'm normal attacking and charge attacking and then doing the swipe again when I'm not actually aiming, it's adding Dendro, while Yelen's Burst is adding Hydro, and then Shinobu's skill is adding Electro. Is that, like, I don't even know that's, oh, it's right, it's literally right there. I've been hyperblooming decently, I just don't think I'm doing it as efficiently as I could. That's correct? Okay. Boink. Oh, hey, it's the next day.
Hey, Dehya.
We did exactly what, like, we actually just went and explored around until sunrise. Canon.
Right on time.
Did we learn anything from the criminals? Filthy criminal scum?
We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering.
Well, no.
You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
Well, no, any moment now. Candace comes out just drenched in blood. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
So does Connery.
Really? Thanks for that.
And all of Connery's chat as well. Oh, hello, Sino.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes, I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Yeah, that's it, Paimon.
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Ganyu, your first or second foot? I wanted a Ganyu as well since, so what are you looking at? Oh, this guy. Ganyu is another one that I've wanted for a really long time.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
I read that as fabulous.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Oh my gosh! Is it the same guy who did the, oh my god, I can't believe my eyes? It's the same energy. Okay, sorry.
Well, looks like Sino taught her
well. She mastered it really quickly. Now she's just as terrifying as he is.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling.
That's most scumbags, Candace. I mean...
The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please, have mercy!
Yeah, that's what you would do, Zaki. You would definitely take mercy on your...
You've made your bed.
We may all be desert dwellers, but there's one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will only result in war. And war serves no one.
And war. War never changes.
The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry.
Oh my gosh, you really beat the shit out of him.
I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
Like, psychologically, too. She really did a number on these three homies.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about King Deshret's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
Well, that's messed.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
But if you... Hold on. I'm a bit... Not confused, but like... Do they truly believe that this guy can facilitate the resurrection? Or was there like... Because it seems like they're just like promulgating a false... They're promulgating a falsehood that they believe in, or... Where are the village keepers now?
I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
They may just be kind of simple. Okay. All right.
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
My...
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there.
Imagine if he actually kills him on screen. There's only been like one dead body in this entire game.
You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Cold as ice. Do you have any idea who the mysterious person might be?
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself King Deshret's envoy.
Wait, is that the not the balladeer? Is that the harbinger that we met?
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
What the? He killed him anyway.
Smooth.
he's like, that wasn't very satisfying.
Okay, speak.
Oh, smart.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia. Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Interesting. This stove has ears.
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
In Summer City, Sataria also mentioned King Deshret's resurrection is just the academia's misinformation campaign.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
All right. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I wanted to step on his head. Also, look at this Dorito tree.
What scheme is the academia brewing now?
I don't know.
You look worried. Thinking about the village keepers?
Yes. I'd look for them myself if I could. As members of our village, each one of them is very important to me.
You have a strong sense of belonging here. I guess I'm the opposite. Mercs are stray dogs, wherever they go.
Dehya, don't say that. You can be a part of this community too.
Thanks. I'll let you know when I feel like joining.
I just hope everyone's all right.
She's kind of got a cat smile. She's kind of got the like Colon 3 smile.
Hey.
Oh, everyone's probably going to be, because it's part of a quest, everyone's probably going to be silent right now. As far as mind reading goes. All right, let's go out. Alley Games, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Have a good sleep. Ooh.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
I took a drink. Of not of beer. What are you doing here? And he just like, he literally did. What are you doing here?
Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Ouch.
Paimon's so mad. Paimon's gonna give you an
Oh, it's been a while since we've had one of them. Go ahead.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing.
Yeah, bulging bicep. I mean,
There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
It's usually what I do.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
Maybe he's giving us time to think.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Al-Haytham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Will you two just calm down and like...
Yeah, you're all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Oh yeah, Kaya, what did you have to do?
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons.
To what end? Like, why?
Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason.
That makes sense.
That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
So you're saying we can find new information from someone we've already spoken to?
Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I don't know how I didn't catch on to that.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
That's level-headed.
We're on it!
Interesting. Knock on door?
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler?
Sure thing.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better?
No. And I'll tell you why. I've met the Archon, the current Archon. Look at these cats just stretching in the background.
Why's that?
Because it'll only result in conflict. That too, yeah.
That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
I can't promise anything, but I'll do the best I can.
Yeah! We came here from another But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in.
Still raises a question, like, what were you doing before all of this? Before you met us? Before we fished you out of the ocean?
We have friends in Sumeru, and we want
Side
to help
note.
them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Hatham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the Radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace.
Man, that sucks.
And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
No.
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion.
Weird.
It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night.
Weird and creepy as hell, too.
But, because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Could you make out where the sounds are coming from?
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
We need to check out that hospital. Weird.
Yeah, let's go.
Weird, weird, weird. That is such a creepy story point. Cries in the middle of the night that we're going to investigate an abandoned hospital for. This just turned into a horror game. I mean, I guess it's done that a couple times already, but... So weird. Ugh. That is right up my alley of, like, creepiness. Like, creepy old sanitariums as backdrops in, like, horror creepypastas and movies and horror videos. Like, horror short films and stuff. So good. Ooh, I wandered in here and was like, I am glad I didn't. I wandered in here, got as far as that Sealy, and I was like, I don't want to explore anything else in here because it looks important. There's a totem puzzle over there, I see. And there's some bros.
I see everything.
Sounds good to me.
Does it?
This way.
Are you sure? For realsies.
Quietly now.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, the music's still going. Oh, those guys up there. The music's still going because bros.
Oh, is this the
So am I.
Empty and forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
Weird. Hitting thing. Oh, I need to remember to not to take Shinobu off the field when she gets it to like half health, because she gets a buff when she's below a certain amount of health. I think it's half health. She gets a buff to her bursts and stuff. There's monsters all over the place. Paimon, calm yourself. There's always monster.
Here comes the catch. Let's wait for you.
Holy hyper bloom.
Committed to memory.
Oh, maybe I should actually aim when I do that next time. What are you doing up there? Okay, come here. Oh my gosh, this. There we go. What the? Oh, it's this thing. He's like, okay.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night, wind strider.
Ow, I thought I dodged that.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
Why is the burst coming from? Why is the tree literal? Why is Shinobu's grass ring coming from over here and not from around either? Oh, because that's where I was when the cutscene began. What were you even expecting, Paimon? Like, there's monsters all over the place.
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky?
What?
Or, you know, something like that. He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
Blink. Oh, just one totem to open that seal?
Let's go in and take a look.
Why did Paimon squeak? Rule of one.
Hey, we haven't found Squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then,
I'll walk away suspiciously.
I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read?
That's his notes on what we've learned so far, Paimon.
What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
He's not gonna say anything. Oh my gosh. These Kaya types.
Sure.
These Kaya types.
The natural position.
Oh my gosh,
which
Paimon.
is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
Paimon discovered basic physics.
So, you got that?
Paimon finally discovered the concept of kinematics. Fascinating for someone who floats around in the sky all day.
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya.
She said, see ya. He's so annoyed.
How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
It wouldn't kill you to read a book once in a while. Wouldn't kill you to read a book once in a while either.
Hey! Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already. And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
Okay. Paimon's the best. The best travel guide ever. Is her actual title. Whoa.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Oh. That sounded horrible.
Huh? What was that sound?
There it is.
Okay, it's just whimpering. It sounded so much more inhuman the first time it played just now.
It's coming from that direction.
It's the recording is someone going but initially it sounded so much more inhuman to me and I was like, "Oh, I don't like that."
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
I mean, I still don't like it, but it's under the floorboards.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Something is off about the interior here.
It was very clearly a trapdoor, Paimon. What? Wow, shrooms!
As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Was that supposed to be ported out? I guess so. Oh, I don't have one of those. But hang on. Interesting. Weird. I thought it was gonna drop us like in here. So, bye, Tim. Thanks for stopping by. There's stuff to pick up here as well. Boop, boop, boop. This planter box. A radish in my planter box. Time to trip balls again. Oh, Oculus.
One with nature.
Is this interactable? This is interactable. Ah, ow. Oh, this is a whole thing? Okay, well, I'm not going through that then. This is not related to the quest. Scarab. Potatoes. It's not related to the quest. Oh, weird. You can just stumble into this while you're in the middle of the other thing. Oh, free cabbage. Okay, I'll port back up then. Oh, weird. Oh, shoot. My teleport's back up top there. Yeah, okay, I'll have to port back out. Over here. Over here! World building wise, so related, but world building wise, and not required for current. Not required for what we're doing currently. Word. Okay, there's another one over there that's locked. And another one up there that's also locked. fell in a pit. Let's get this one up top here first. Wow, bros!
Into the wind.
Oh my gosh, that bird died fast! There's that one over there, which is the last one. And yeah, it's just that. Actually, kind of a small compound. These things.
Here comes the catch. Clouds high. The birds dissipate.
I'm going to use Electro. Where even am I?
Sharing my knowledge.
Quietly now. Into the wind.
Committed to memory.
Fun. Oh my gosh, this gameplay is so fun. Isn't it amazing how many like dozens of hours we are into this game, and I'm still going through the game being like, man, this gameplay is really fun. It hasn't gotten old at all. Not even a little.
One with nature.
And this is even using like the same characters we've been using. Listen to this song. Oh my gosh, this song is amazing. All of the Sumeru OST. Still feel after years, yeah. Wait, I didn't get a key out of that, did I? Nope. Nifty. Nifty, nifty. Emergency notice. Patient Abbas, male, 23 years old. Mole on the left side of the forehead and left-handed. While his condition remains very serious, survival will be difficult without professional medical care. The patient's survivability, once found, immediately inform. Don't give up. Stay positive. All beings are under the watchful eye of the divine, so don't ever give up. The rest of the document has been rendered unreadable by weathering. This week's meals. Keep a balanced diet, rest regularly, and maintain a good mood. Monday, minty bean soup, tenchin lunch, curry shrimp, pani puri dinner. Tuesday, salad, biryani lunch, fish with cream sauce, potato boat dinner. Wednesday, shakshuka, bean cake lunch. The remaining sections are blank. Why is this candle lit? In case of emergency, contact the physician on duty immediately. Monday, Tuesday. Oh wait, that one was blurred out. Remaining sections are blank, and one of them was blurred out. Old vase. So it seems to be the darkened remains of a stem inside the vase. It was probably used to hold flowers. The words for Ivan are in the bottom of the bottle. It seems to be a gift for someone. Oh, that's sad. Standing on his deathbed. Welp.
Look, there's someone over there.
What the? We need to be careful. What the frick?
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
Whoa. Huh.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
So how'd he become like this? He was also he was also past the barriers as well, which is interesting.
Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground.
I don't like
They're
this.
clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
This is creep. Ugh.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, the bro at the dock, who's losing his mind. The Eremite guy.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
I genuinely would not have put that together if they hadn't showed that cutscene.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto King Deshret's followers.
That is clever. Like,
life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King Deshret and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
that is horrifyingly clever. That is like sick, but clever.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Hyman doesn't want to think about this.
How'd you learn of this technology? That made me feel like itchy. That's so gross.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process.
That's so messed. Like, that is such a dark concept.
Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
No, that can't be right. Most of the mad scholars had made contact with the divine consciousness in the forest. That's what the Academia is after. It's also safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Doctor, and also the Balladeer. They're using divine knowledge capsules to turn the Balladeer into a god with that big-ass mech suit!
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
The Academia needs people who have been exposed to the divine consciousness.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
It would seem like just control and power would be too simple of an answer for a plot this complex. You know?
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Yeah, seriously.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
Your motives are more specific and personal.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want.
I do what I want.
The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
He's very pragmatic in a weird way. He's like a weird version of pragmatic. Though he rejects the notion of a greater moral responsibility, he justifies his actions because they are true to his personal motivations. Someone like him might actually make for a better ally.
Hyman's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
So about this dude in the corner, what do we do with him?
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
Man, Tavat is in some kind of turmoil these days, man. There's always something. Okay. That's someone's deathbed. It was right here that it pulled us away. So this stuff, that probably someone else's deathbed. Hakim is inscribed on this bowl. If there weren't crooked carvings of our Arbaz, Abbas, and sugar jar on them, it would be more difficult. It would be difficult to imagine this dirty clay jar was ever used to store sugar. I haven't inscribed on that one. Ugh.
Time to go.
Weird. Go back to the house. Man, that. Ugh. Jeez. All right. Anyways, now that that fun little side tangent is over, dark. Yeah.
We're back.
I didn't know there was going to be an arm of human experimentation that was going to be a part of this Archon quest.
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
He's better.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Academia.
In other words, Candace, there is an imposter among us. Okay.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue.
Care to share your thoughts?
Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
Among us.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Al-Haytham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
Hakoko Lover, thanks for the first time chatting the follow. Hello, welcome. My brain is splattered all over myself right now as we're learning things.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
It's not as simple as like it's your fault or it's not your fault or anything like that. It's a much more complex issue.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Ooh.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
Do a little reverse on them. Uno reverse card.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so
Hi,
that's
Samu.
how it is. Paimon gets it now.
Welcome, Samu. Hello.
If the academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
One step behind him.
Yep, that's right.
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
He stood up fast. You're getting smarter, Paimon.
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys. After him. Please, wait. I want to go too.
No.
You want to go too? If so, you have to promise you'll stay safe.
I want to find Grandpa. I promise I'll be careful and not cause any trouble.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Thanks, Candace. All right.
Hey, let's go. Remember to pack some food with you.
But you're coming, so emergency food joke. Whoa, wow, I butchered that.
Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
I'll be awaiting your good news.
Assuming the news is good.
Please, stay safe, everyone.
Let's keep going. Oh, he's over here. Wait, clear over there. Wait, hang on. Okay, no, he's just on the other side. He's just over there. Also, I see a Dendroculus over here. How did I never explore over here as well? Or there? I only explored like half of this village. We're gonna keep going. We're at 2 hours. I'm okay going a little bit longer, so As long as you're with me, I will continue riding into the sunset.
The wind knows me.
Spider-Man?
So, where do we go from here?
Oops. Senna, do you remember the route you took?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
Great. Nahida.
I know the desert like the back of my hand. Is that because you play here a lot? Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
I'm good. Keep going. I'm just getting pocket watches.
There's something here. What's this?
Ah, Samu, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Appreciate you. On a 4-month streak. Holy. Thank you.
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
You don't have sleeves. Oh, wait, you kind of do, actually.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work.
Now is not the time for complaining, Paimon.
Okay. So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there looks like it's buried really deep.
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a headset.
I was about to say, it looks like a weird helmet.
Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Everyone goes in separate directions, starts digging in the sand. We dig up another device.
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of scary.
It looks kind of derpy, honestly. And like, I, and then like kind of a smiley mouth right here. It looks like a fly. It looks like an insect face.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
I'm using that silly looking. I'm using that silly looking reference of that helmet to distract myself from the fact that they plop this on people and suck out their thoughts. Like.
Grandpa, I hope you're okay. Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
I agree.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Where did the sandstorms start? Because when we get here in the previous episode, Dehya was like, "Ah, these sandstorms," as in plurals, and like, man, these are getting bad lately. Also, real quick, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch to my irrational team with Beidou at the front. Actually,
all right, let's go.
For no reason other than to like kind of switch it up a little. I'm still running Yelan and Kazuha.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too? Ugh, of course it is!
Oh, the creepy music too. Why do they have to do the atmosphere so well? The heebie-jeebies are heebie and jeebying. Oh, I missed. Wow, it pooped something out. Bird egg. Okay, we can keep going, Sino. It's all good. It's all good.
Take it easy.
Wait, hang on. There's a. Never mind. It's clear up there. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, we can keep going. I killed Tumbleweed son.
It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
I mean, look at them.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dehya's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dehya.
Dehya? Why would you... Dehya!
Oh, you...
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
Uh-huh.
You've betrayed Aru Village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dehya, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
Okay, calm down.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dehya? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King Deshret. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevada have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed King Deshret. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia?
Sino was like, perhaps we should just kill them all.
These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me.
Yeah.
However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to persuade you, I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the academia's way of doing things?
You academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Rahman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
But not my left one.
Come on, Rahman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dehya. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rahman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dehya! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
I mean, my go-to would be to just slaughter everyone in sight and then...
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Dehya, run!
She is just gonna take it.
Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
The no music is awkward. I mentioned that in the it happens very infrequently, but when it does, it stands out a lot. What if he said stop when the guy was already like halfway through his swing and just like wait, and just sliced it off anyway?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
It's okay, they were in slow-mo. I thought for a moment there that Dehya was gonna be one of our like big bad guys. And I was like, no! Please.
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Yeah, or were you?
Dehya! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
I'll be worried about you. Please don't do that ever again. She can take care of herself, but please don't do that ever again.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them.
Yeah, I was about to say, she's actually a lizard. I was about to say, like, I know this is like the head empty ether way of like the serial killer ether way of thinking about it, just chewing through hilly trolls and treasure hoarders without a care in the world. But like legitimately, if they were being that obstinate about it, what is stopping us from just taking the hostages by force? That sounds terrible phrased like that, but like
If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I mean, there's 3 vision holders here and the traveler. Like, what was actually stopping? I know that's just a simplistic way of thinking about it, but like realistically, could we not have just brute forced that?
I don't doubt it, Sino, but this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dehya. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
I love that quote. I guess because the hostages aren't here and they can't and they can just kill them if something happened. That's true. Yeah. Story importance. Yeah. Plot armor.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
The reason I joked about the right arm versus the left arm, I thought she was like, I'll raise my right arm and swear on my life or something, not actually cut off my right arm. Like I didn't think that's where that was going. My brain was also still recoiling from like being thankful that she wasn't our like big bad guy. Anyways, I think we were just stating the truth.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
Yeah, those were Dehya's desert friends too. It wasn't as simple as like bad guys versus good guys or anything like that. Like it's much more, which is something I really appreciate about this game. It's much more complex than like someone's right, someone's wrong, or like someone's friend, someone's bad. Oh, hello. Also, we already got this Oculus. We can take that out of there. Poofed. Lots of gray. The next section of this, how long is it? We're at 2.5 hours right now. Would this be a decent place to stop? I'm so into the story, but I don't want to, you know, hit 4 hours necessarily. Not super long, but we'll take a decent time. So maybe like an average, like maybe 45 minutes or like an 45 minutes. So an hour with my yap. I'm good if you're good, actually. Let me use the restroom real quick and get some water. And actually, I'm good if you're good. So, it's Friday, mother. I'll allow that, obviously. It's Friday, mother. We very good. Okay. I'll be right back. Let me grab some water, use the restroom real quick, and let's just keep on going. I won't make this like a crazy long episode, but I'm very pulled into this and I want to keep going. So let me take a real quick, like, not break. I'll be right back. Boop. is order. And this is my last Guinness. I went and grabbed it. Cheers, everyone. Happy Friday night. Oh my gosh, that tastes good. Oh, I haven't had a beer in a long time. I order. I will have order. I will have otter. Holy what? Jai in the Sky gifted a shit ton of subs. Holy thank you. Oh. Thank you. Jeez Louise. What the subathon says. Seriously. Chongli at a restaurant. I will have order. The waitress is like, what? Imagine if Keith Silverstein's at your restaurant and he says, "What I would like to order." And you're just like, what the? That was a good joke, Connery. You really nailed that one. Holy subs, Batman. Everyone, as tradition, everyone please nut and cabbage in chat for Jai in the Sky. Thank you so much. My goodness. Far too kind to this little squirrel, are you? Speaking of order. No, only 122. Have we gotten any achievements? No, we haven't. I want to roll again. We'll get primos and stuff at the end of like quests and stuff. Gather at the entrance to the village. Why is Sino standing off to the side looking away like a angsty little Xiao boy?
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dehya, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
Dehya, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
You guys don't know how grateful I am that the character I've been fawning over for like the entirety of the Sumeru Archon quest so far did not turn out to be our big betrayer. That like I was like, oh no, is she the double agent that actually like we fight as a boss? I don't want that.
Fine.
Wouldn't that be a crazy twist though, if Dehya did end up being the big bad, like not the big baddie. I mean, she is, but not the big baddie, but like a main boss or like a boss or something. Not obviously like the big one in charge, but how crazy would that be? Like how crazy of a that's an underrated effect.
What's the big deal?
The footprints don't just simply vanish. They look like they get filled in with blowing sand. Look out, kid. Huh. Oh, 1,700 meters away. Let's walk. Holy, where are we going? Oh my, what? Let's walk. We don't have anything nearby. We're gonna go. Told you. And since we're adventuring It makes sense that our Beidou is back in our party. Yep, that was quite the sentence. The Liyue glider looks pretty decent on Kazuha, actually. It's not quite the same, like it's a little bit more tan, and Kazuha's a little bit more scarlet. They're both not quite orange.
Follow the wind.
It looks decent. Ak over here. Okay. Realistically, okay. Are we going to the pyramid? What is... I got a hype chest, and I opened it, and there was a choo-choo inside, apparently. Anyways, I don't know what that means. Realistically, if this is the, if that is this statue, and our objective is twice the distance away, we could beeline there and did what we did when we were like from this statue, like sprinting over to Fort Fujito and like just running through that and not, but the way that I explore things, I don't know. Do I want to, it doesn't take long if you don't get distracted, but yeah, that's my problem, Shu. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always distracted.
Busted. One with wind and cloud.
Wow, that went quick. And I got luminescent pollen out of it too.
A fateful offering.
Okay, let me try to at least beeline to the statue. It's a hole! Okay. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Paimon, give me the camera back! Be careful, she says as she grabs the steering wheel, steers us into the top wall. Oh, you're not going where I'm needing you to go. I want to follow the ceiling. There's bros to murder here. These guys are on the way. Paimon, take the wheel. What are you teaching? Oh, I didn't. Whoops. Didn't really use that skill correctly, did I? What was he firing? He's firing Dendro at us.
Eyes on me.
I'll be. You'll be what? You'll be dead. Come on, baby, light my tonight's Hilly Troll menu. Oh, this? What are you talking about? This? Is the Sumter Beast also part of this, or am I just a monster? I mean, I am, but... Whoa, it's so pretty! Oh my gosh, we're so close up to it too! Look at that Sumter Beast go! We're so close up to it, it's still 1,100 meters away. But like... Whoa! Have you guys ever seen pictures of the Great Pyramids of Giza and the... and the Great Sphinx before it was unearthed, like when it was still buried. Whoa. Whoa, why is it gray? Oh, is it a withering? Why is it gray, he asks. Probably just a withering? Just a withering? These things happen all the time in the not desert, in the forest. Look at all these people that I can murder.
Gotcha.
You are not welcome here.
To ashes.
New punch lucky today.
Jeez. I did not think he said punching bag. I thought he said something much less wholesome.
You want this one?
Wind strider.
Ow. Whoa, that was cool. Hit me.
Take this.
Ow. This dude's tanky. Holy crap, he's tanky. Much more tanky than I thought he was initially. I missed that. I don't know why I'm being so stingy with my burst right now. Whoa, 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 he's crazy! Yeah, and right across the street from them is the pizza. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? I've heard tell, that Pizza Hut in Egypt, though,
Easy money.
is like high quality. Like it's like almost like borderline fine dining. Probably because of, you know, using real ingredients and stuff. I don't know. I've only been exposed to American Pizza Huts, which are... Hit me, fight me, give me a hug. There it is. U.S. fast food chains outside the U.S. are really good since backwards. Yeah, seriously. Oh, the pyramid is the mausoleum of King Dishrat. Weird. What the frick is this thing? Oh, wait, I need that for someone. Maybe not someone I'm building, but I think someone that I have, like a character that I have, actually does need that. Oh, wow, there's only one other statue as well to the southern part of this. Is this? Oh my gosh, this is still Sumeru? So all of it, what we just ran through is an entire episode for me. Like, Aru Village to this statue, that's an entire episode of wandering for me. And there's still this down here, and then all of it takes up the whole screen. I'm zoomed out, and it's half the screen is still Sumeru. And then there's all of Fontaine and all of Natlan as well. Yeah, and not even including the underground maps as well. Bro. Remember that time in episode 1 where I was like, oh, okay, this map isn't that big. Like, it's big, but it's not super big. Ooh. Yes, please. Fun. Thumpter beasts. Pretty. Whoa. Wait. That looks like an oil painting, dude. Oh, hello, frames. It's gonna explode. What the fuck was that? It's a dragon. What is happening? What the? He's just out for a jog.
Quiet now.
What's this guy doing? Just wandering around. He was he was running to light the Olympic torch and I killed him. Gotta get that cardio in. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. The lighting is so good at tapering off to like all of this is in darkness because it's night, but it's like bright as day right up against the pyramid. What was happening to see another living being and you straight up killed him? Oh, look at the scorpions digging in the sand. Look at the scorpions digging in the sand, digging in the sand, digging in the sand. Look at the scorpions digging in the sand, digging in the sand today.
Gotcha.
Look at the scorpions dying in the sand, dying in the sand, dying in the sand. Okay. We're a long way from the ocean, Beto. Oh my gosh, we're still only 300 meters away from this thing. I've also been bypassing any and all. I could have gotten. Oh no, that's underground. Okay, that makes me feel better. I was about to say, like, I'm bypassing a ton of teleports, but there weren't any teleports in between me and the statue. What the frick is that? Oh shit, that must be Natlan stuff. Don't want to see. Oh my gosh, it's been such a long time since I've had a Guinness. What the heck is this thing? As if it's not probably gonna... Whoa. Evil robot door says no. Oh, the creepy desert music's back. There everyone is.
They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
You didn't have to admit to that, Paimon.
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think? And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
You're the one who said hostages as in plural. You said that. We didn't even say that. You said. So you want to exchange all Hytham for the hostages.
You stay right there!
Oh.
Boy, what do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here?
Oh, he's a
coward.
Is he shaking? Yeah, he's shaking.
Wait a second. It's a earthquake.
He's still like not even. He's still completely out of it too. Nehida. Has to be. That's one fast grandpa.
Paimon's dizzy.
And my response is, seems that's about right. Is everyone okay? And alive? Good job, Dehya, by the way.
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with Dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body.
No doubt. Not a doubt in my mind. You finally believe me after all this time.
The Dendro Archon. The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused again.
Yeah, because Nehida had to escape. Into the only way my brain can remember what Nehida did was in the MCU Age of Ultron when Jarvis escaped through the internet to avoid Ultron destroying him. It's basically what Nehida had to do, kind of, because she had to escape from Catherine's body.
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to King Deshret's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise King Deshret!
Can we just kill him? Can we just kill him? No one would find his remains down here.
What's he doing here? And his men too?
No one would have to know what happened. We could do a Caesar thing. We could all stab him so that we're all guilty.
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me.
Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
Are you blind? Did you not see the green dome?
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of King Deshret's civilization appear. 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in gods.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being, or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. King Deshret will take care of his people. Right now, I'm going inside.
I wonder how on board with him they are at this point. Desert Raider. I rate this desert a 10 out of 10. Get it, Desert Raider? Okay. Can I talk to these guys? Oh, I can. Surprisingly. And they're not very talkative. Wonder why. They only just fell like a full 100 meters down into the depths.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no, he's getting confused again.
Oh, I wonder if I could. Probably not because it's in the middle of a quest.
There are still so many.
Well, definitely probably not him.
Everyone hold hands.
Yeah, because quest. Probably because quest. Also, I want to find Raman and just stand next to him with Nahida. Just, like, I heard you were talking shit. All right.
Boop, boop. All right, let's go. Boop.
Also, Beto 83 right now. Oh, this is a domain. Nahida just kicks him in the shin. It's like meanie. Yeah, I'll take the irrational team minus the rational part of the irrational team minus Raiden with Beto in place. I'll try it. I'll give it a try. Turns out this is us fighting Turns out this is us fighting King Deshret himself.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Raman.
Huh? Me?
Do you see another Raman here?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want, but there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from King Deshret's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
Listen to this soundtrack score. Ah! Rotate. Ceremonial guide. Look up at the hall as a mortal and listen to King Deshret's holy guidance. Okay. Okay, does this one just rotate these? Okay, this one rotates those two, that one rotates all of them. Okay, I want to put this one facing that way then. There we go. Whoa! It's an elevator. Activate elevator. Whoa. Oh, yeah, this is definitely a thing. Oh, that's just activate the elevator. Just call the elevator button. Wow, hello. Hello. I'm new here.
The bird's called.
There was cabbage in here. Treasure chests I can steal from fungi. This is all underground as well. And it's because this is all underground, and so it's like this quote unquote sunlight is coming from dendro energy. Unless it is just the sunlight, but I also jumped into that. Why did I do that? I wasn't even swirling anything. I was just animo powering it. I need your drops. I'm trying not to use Benny and the jets. Oh my gosh, I could burst off cooldown with Yellen these days. Well, they're dead. Elevator in ancient period, Connor sleep, natural lighting. What? Also, look at these cute, This reminds me of how the Hanging Gardens of Babylon were described, where they're just like tiered gardens. And the vines flowing over them is what it made it look like they were all hanging on the sides of the temples. Man, they really, really, really stepped up the environment design in this patch. In this patch, like in this region, you know? Whoa. Yeah, I'll take this sus passage. Curious. Here it is. Oh. This temple is just directing me where to go. I am not controlling any of this. I'm just wandering blindly.
Into the wind. Quietly now. As one with wind and cloud. Wind strider.
Oh, you know what? They don't drop anything. Alright, I'll pyro and electro them. Whoa. Ooh, chest. Missable common chest. Wait. Oh, I thought that was a small. I thought that was a child. Like eye, nose, hair. Mysterious message over here. Ow! Ow!
Gotcha. Teamwork is true. Power that ended fight.
Oh, did you see her just look down and stare at them?
Wind strider.
Schmack. Mysterious message. After 6 days infiltrating the temple, oh my gosh, 6 days infiltrating the temple, I finally understand the priest's parlor tricks. The elevator will descend to the ground, get on top of it before it starts ascending again to reach the dome. Nonsense like forbidden ground ahead, mortals shall not pass, or whatever, are just made up by the priests to hoodwink us. I leave this method here in hopes that the people of King Deshret who shall travel here in the future shall freely enjoy the privilege of witnessing his sacred presence. Yeah, because there are 2 tiers to the elevator. Oops, oops. Oh wait, I was trying to hop out of it. Oh, I probably can activate it from from outside of it, can't I? Like the button in the main, in like that first room. There we go. Now how do I activate it again? Wait. Oh! We got that.
Gotcha.
We got there. Minor complications, but we got there. I was about to make a really messed up joke, but
Fallen leaves.
fallen sleeves. Ow! You can hear the gears turning. Look, listen. In my defense, Rex Lapis mustered his adepti. Turn off. Oh! Turn off. Turn on. Heck yeah, broski. Rex Lapis mustered his adepti. Oh, that's not a door. Oh my gosh! Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. I might be stupid again. Where's the because I need to call it down again, right? I go back down? Like people are saying in chat? That's the only reason I figured that out. Hey, I figured it out, by which I mean I listened, I read chat.
Now that's
Whoa.
a sight to see.
Oh.
King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Wow.
There are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
Whoa. It's the roots of the Irmin soul. Yeah. I have a question real quick. Oh, I can't photograph this. I was about to say, would this be too spoilery of a thumbnail? Because I don't want to spoil other people who are just getting their first steps into that. Wait, press slash. Thank you. Wait, hang on. I need to tab out of... I can't alt and tab out of the game. I'll either I might just make it a different image actually.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Wait. What's that?
I think I screen grabbed it, but it didn't give me the bloop notification on it. So if I didn't, then I'll find a different one. That wasn't like a make or break thumbnail. Frankly, the pyramid at night is what I was thinking of more.
A load of flowers, and it looks like there's something among them.
Looks like a tomb.
These are King Deshret runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient King Deshret script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
What the
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Anakin murdering the younglings.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor.
Elazar and the Withering.
Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible.
Whoa.
She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples.
Is that what that hole was?
But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
Okay, there was the so Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, when she exhausted her power, she took the form of a child, but that's not Nahida. And the the person speaking had a Sino helmet on, or like garb and armor and kind of like get up like Sino does. Or maybe that wasn't the person speaking. I'm gonna keep going.
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and King Deshret were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata came to the rescue of King Deshret and his people, but eradicating the forbidden knowledge took so much of her power. The two deities' followers have resented each other all this time, completely unaware that their god stuck by each other through life and death.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe any of the rumors. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, it was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor. He stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dehya, tell me, my Eremites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Yeah, take a sec. You just had your entire worldview imploded.
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. Thanks. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for. But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dehya, this is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you too.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
That must have been rough, but he seems to have figured things out now.
He took it decently, I mean.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat.
It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
Turn for the better.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow. We're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Oh, I could probably take a picture of it now. Nope, it's still a domain. But I can tab out now. And I just have to tab out of the game, because otherwise if I do this, it will insta sprint. This still might not be the because I'd love to be able to get Beto out of the shot. So that still might not be the thumbnail, but at least I have it. Did I get the chest? I did, didn't I? Yeah, it was right next to this. Not gonna make that mistake again. That's a good place to end for today. Holy. I am gonna maybe take the thumbnail real quick. Where would be good? Centered or... Or maybe from a distance. Actually, you know what? I have one from... I have a picture of this from the from near the Dendro hyperstasis, actually. Hyperstasis? Hypostasis. When we first got here, I snapped a picture right here. But that was in day. That's pretty good. Oops. I might even take another one to have an option. What direction are we facing? West? Yeah, west. That's a lot to absorb. I'm still working through all that in my head right now.
If you ever want to trade...
I know, Beto. I know. Holy wow. All right. Quite the episode today. Jeez, wait. Okay. I want to claim my primos, see if we can do one more poll before we sign off. We can. Back to Liyue Harbor, do a poll, and then sign off for today. Still stunned, yeah, 100%. I was worried about Archon Quest stepping up. Yeah, this is what, and that is not the end of that act, and there's still, we're still in the middle of Act 4 of 5, right? Wish screen. I physically hung my head. All right. Yeah, I know. Like we're probably almost finished with it, but we'll get him next time. So that does it for today. Thank you all so much. This was a long stream, even by the standards of like what I thought this was going to be as a long stream. What? You know what I mean? Samu, huh? I knew this was going to be a long stream. This is longer this is even longer than I thought it was going to be. But whew, this is ramping up. I probably will have to give my thoughts the next stream. Like, I'm going to need some time to absorb everything that we learned. All the twists and turns of this episode. There was so much that we covered in this episode. Let it sink in. I will say tomorrow is probably going to be my normal day off. Sunday. So, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you. Oh, I did, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. I will be out of the. I will be gone. I'll be out of state from the 17th through the 21st. So from Tuesday through Saturday. I have some videos that I'll be uploading on the YouTube. So like I'll upload them, they'll be privated, and then I'll make them public. I'll release them. Why is there not music playing? Here, just this. So there'll be like there'll still be stuff going up on the YouTube. Some of it might only be like a 20-second like stream clip or something, but there will be stuff being uploaded even while I'm not at my computer. So I'll have that. I'll have that cooking, and that's what I was about to say, Nightwalker. How long is like what we just did, and then the rest of Act 5? So like all of Act 5 and the rest of Act 4. I think that we maybe just marathon on Sunday, and we knock out Sumeru before I head off on my trip, so that you guys, so that that'll be all set. 5 hours minimum. Well then let's make that a mini endurance. Because I would really love to have that. Like I will be back before Christmas Day, obviously, but I would really love to have that be not a cliffhanger. Or 5 to 7. Well, yeah, that's another question, is like how long it's gonna take me to do it. I might ask on the Discord as well, but let me ask here real quick. Act 5 is big. It might make more sense than, because I would have loved to have wrapped up Sumeru, the Archon quest, before I take a week off, or 5 days. If it's going to be really long with me yapping and theorizing and wandering, and not wandering, but like, you know, getting a little bit distracted and that kind of stuff, maybe that will make more sense to have as our, when I come back, would make more sense to do when I get back. So probably we'll have to do that when I get back, actually. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, so a chance to do more R&R questing for Act 5. Yeah, so I think probably what tomorrow I will take tomorrow and Sunday I'll take as my normal days off. And then Monday, so I leave the 17th. So Monday, the probably going to be like a short chill stream or something like that. Doing like some R&R or something like that. And then when I come back on the following Monday, so on the 23rd, is when we'll hit Sumeru Archon Quest. So that's probably what's cooking up there. All right, that does it for today. Thank you everyone so much for stopping by. This was another long one, but man, was that a lot of good stuff in this one. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to ration through that. But thanks again, appreciate y'all. Let's get some nuts to round this one out. As always, Discord down below, merch down below. There's artifact threads as well. I've got some more questions on the artifact threads that I'll probably put up in the Discord. So as I'm doing building and stuff like that, maybe off stream, because I still play with my wife. I still play Genshin on like on my off days. Also, like, we'll wander around to my dailies and stuff like that. So that does it for today. Thanks again so much. Appreciate you all, and I'll see you all next time. I'll see you Monday, but Monday will be a short-ish stream. It'll be the last one for a week. I'll be taking a week off, so I'll see you then. Till then, bye-bye. Stay tuned to the Discord, because even when I'm on break, I will still be active on the Discord. So keep up there. Peace. Bye.